Welcome everyone to the Week in Review, episode 233, where we go over Raw and SmackDown in a WWE action figure setup style. We are going to be starting with Monday Night Raw. Solid Raw. Oh my gosh, dude. The Jey Uso, Cody Rhodes stuff and the Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn stuff throughout it was so freaking goated. I'm going to be talking about everything in this video, so let's do this. Opened up the show with Mr. Seth Rollins soaking up the victory that he received 2 days prior at Fastlane against Shinsuke Nakamura. He gets interrupted by his next challenger, which will be Drew McIntyre. I love this pick. I really do. I feel like Drew McIntyre got gypped of his first WWE Championship win during the COVID era of WWE, so he is back. He wants the title. He challenged Seth Rollins to a match at the Crown Jewel for the World Heavyweight Championship, and Seth Rollins accepted, and it was made official. But then after the promo, Seth Rollins gets attacked from behind by Damian Priest. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's right. Damian Priest is Mr. Money in the Bank. Here runs Dominic down the ramp, and you gotta remember, Drew is still leaving. He stops Dominic from cashing in the Money in the Bank briefcase for Damian Priest, but he did not help Seth Rollins fight off Damian Priest, just like he's been doing Drew McIntyre. It's none of his business. It's none of his business, this Money in the Bank briefcase, so I understand why he would not want to help, but he did stop the cash-in, which was pretty cool. Solid way to open up the show, reminding us that, yes, Damian Priest is still super dangerous with that briefcase, and Seth Rollins has a new challenger, Drew McIntyre. Viking rules! Ivar had his stipulation match once again, this time up against Kofi Kingston. Viking Raiders, they do really good in these Viking rules matches. I know they've had 2 tag team matches in the past and they have won them, but this one was a singles match up against Kingston. Kingston, the amount of times he went through a table was pretty outrageous. Ivar also had a big dive to the outside through a freaking table. He hit like a rock, but in the end, Ivar was able to do a massive moonsault off the top rope to Kofi Kingston to pick up the victory, and then it was all over from there. Ivar's on a warpath, like for real. Like this dude, ever since Eric got injured, Ivar's been popping off, and I don't know, maybe he jumps up against Gunther in the future. I don't know. But this was a solid match. Raquel Rodriguez is an absolute beast. She went one-on-one with Nia Jax, and the highlight of this match had to have been Raquel doing the powerbomb to Nia Jax off, I believe it was the top rope, might have been the middle rope, but it was like right around there, and I was like, oh my god, she had her on her shoulders for like a good couple seconds. I was like, geez, drops her down, but then after that, here comes freaking Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley ruins this match, jumps in the ring, starts attacking both Raquel and Nia Jax, turns into a disqualification. Then here runs down Shayna Baszler, jumps in the ring and starts attacking Nia Jax, getting a little revenge on her, and once she takes care of Nia, she takes care of Rhea. She knees her right in the face, suplexes her, and Shayna Baszler reigns supreme. She reigns tall over this insane brawl. So I guess it's going to be Shayna versus Rhea? Or they might do a triple threat angle with Nia or a fatal four-way with Raquel. I don't know yet, but to see Shayna reign tall over Rhea, it was different. Normally I'm so used to seeing Rhea freaking take out everybody. Michael Cole did a little interview with the brand new undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso in the center of the ring, similar to what he did last week with Seth frickin' Rollins. This one was really decent. I like when Michael Cole jumps in the ring. He could tell stories really well and show emotion really well, so this was really solid. He threw a couple jabs at Cody and Jey, but then right after that, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn did interrupt this. They run down, and easy as that, they won a tag team title match. Sami Zayn said, it should have been us. It should have been us. We should be the champions. And then they're like, you know what? We accept your tag team match. So this match freaking happened in the main event. Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn for the tag team championships. This Raw was popping off. Crazy to me. I couldn't believe they gave us this match, but we got it in the main event, and this was a solid way to build it up. Shinsuke Nakamura was being interviewed backstage about his loss at Fastlane up against Seth Rollins. He gets attacked from behind, and let me say, it's weird seeing Shinsuke Nakamura be attacked from behind. Normally, he's doing the attacking from behind. He gets attacked from behind by Ricochet. Ricochet's like, what's up, you piece of crap? He starts beating him down. I'm like, oh my gosh, Ricochet getting a little revenge on Nakamura. Then later in the night, Ricochet had a triple threat match against Bronson Reed and Chad Gable, which was a great match. We're going to jump right into that. During Ricochet's entrance, Shinsuke Nakamura gets a little revenge on Ricochet. Turnabout is fair play. He attacks him during his entrance, sending Ricochet into that triple threat match not at 100%. So I guess we're going to be getting Nakamura Ricochet at Crown Jewel, maybe? I don't know. I mean, I could get down with that match. I think that could be really good. Yeah, not bad. And then we jump right into our triple threat match, which was freaking insane. Highlight of the match had to have been Chad Gable delivering a suplex to freaking Bronson Reed. Oh my god, it was freaking amazing. He literally did it in like slow motion like he always does. And I was like, holy cow. But in the end, Bronson Reed was able to reign supreme, hit the tsunami splash on Ricochet, who was attacked before the match. He did not pin Chad Gable. So it's going to be Bronson Reed versus Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship next week. This was a #1 contenders match. And it's kind of unfortunate that it wasn't Gable. I want to see Gable do it again. But Bronson Reed versus Gunther, that is going to be a match to watch. They are going to be hitting hard in that one. But I still think Chad Gable's going to be the guy to dethrone Gunther. I don't know. That's just what I'm thinking. J.D. McDonough said that he will handle Drew McIntyre. The Judgment Day were trying to regroup backstage. You could obviously tell the tensions were high between Damian Priest and J.D. McDonough because McDonough's the reason that they lost the tag team championships, but he's also the reason that they retained the tag team championships and won the tag team championships. So I guess it sort of cancels out. He goes up against Drew McIntyre, looked to take care of him. Didn't really work out. Dominic tried interfering in this match by yanking Drew McIntyre's legs. That also didn't work out. Nothing was working out for the Judgment Day tonight, for real. Drew McIntyre in the end does hit the Future Shock and then the Claymore to pick up the victory over J.D. McDonough, and Drew McIntyre looking really, really good. Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano, DIY, were being interviewed backstage by Wade Barrett, talking about if this tag team is really going to go. Yes, they're going to be giving this a try. DIY is a official tag team on Raw now, and it's freaking awesome. They were being interviewed backstage, so they did get attacked by Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci of Imperium, just sending a little statement to them. That's definitely going to be the first tag team match we see, most likely on Monday Night Raw this coming week. I am looking forward to that. I'm curious to see how DIY is going to tag together after so many freaking years, dude. This is going to be awesome. Becky Lynch went one-on-one with Tegan Nox for the NXT Women's Championship. This match was okay. Not my favorite match of the night, but it was still pretty decent. Tegan Nox definitely popping off in this one, showing off what she can do. Becky Lynch, obviously the man. She's the best, bro. You already know. She pops in the disarmor on Tegan Nox to tap her out in the end and retains her NXT Women's Championship. Not a bad match at all. Before the match, Xia Li actually approached Becky Lynch backstage, and she wants another match. So Becky Lynch, the opponents, the lists is massive of opponents for Becky Lynch, and keep throwing them at her, dude. I guarantee she beats them all. Coolest setup in the video. We got the 1D into the Cody Cutter, Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. This was our main event of the show that I couldn't believe we got for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships. This match was so freaking lit. The story throughout the entire match was like, yes, we're all friends, but we gotta fight. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, they were, Sami Zayn especially was a little hesitant to punch Cody Rhodes in the face, but then it just started all breaking down, and like they all remembered in the back of their minds that, yeah, we're all friends, but we gotta fight right now. We gotta fight. This, I don't know, just the storytelling to this match was so freaking good. I loved this match. In the end, once again, Cody Rhodes hits the Cody Cutter. Jey Uso lifts him up for the 1D, and Cody sort of oversent it. Like, he literally oversent, like, almost landing on his neck, which looked sick. It looked freaking sick, but oh my gosh, Cody. Like, oh my goodness. But yeah, then they, of course, won with that maneuver over Kevin Owens. No doubt about that. They retained their undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships, and wow, what a way to end this Monday Night Raw. This match was so freaking good. I really hope you guys enjoyed the Raw part of the video. Raw this week, I am going to give a solid 3.5 out of 5. It's not going to get that 4, but it is going to get that 3.5. I didn't think this show was half bad. I really enjoyed the main event. You guys let me know your thoughts on Raw down in the comments down below. Now we're going to jump into SmackDown. Friday Night SmackDown. The good stuff was freaking amazing. The bad stuff was so bad. We're going to jump into the show right now, opening with Mr. John Cena. John Cena opened up this episode of SmackDown. He got interrupted by the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns was set to return tonight, and boy, did he ever. He returned with a freaking impact. He came out, interrupted the so-called, he called John Cena a coward, and I was like, I don't know about that one. And Cena's like, I'm not here to challenge you. I haven't earned that. I am here to announce your next challenger, L.A. Knight. Yeah! L.A. Knight comes out, and L.A. Knight's going to be the next challenger for Roman Reigns, dude, which is freaking insane. We got the next challenger for Seth, Drew McIntyre. We got the next challenger for Roman. It's L.A. Knight. He comes out, he does his shtick, works the crowd amazingly, insults Roman Reigns, and bro, the camera shot where Roman Reigns' reflection was in the glasses of LA Knight was so dang cool. I was flipping out. It reminded me of the Spider-Man 2 Doc Ock Spider-Man scene with his glasses. Oh, it was so golden. Solo Sikoa was told by Roman Reigns to take care of LA Knight, so Solo Sikoa challenged LA Knight to a match later in the main event, which I will talk about in a bit here, but man, it caught me off guard to see the next challenger for Roman Reigns, that being LA Knight. What a way to open up the show. Roman Reigns ended up hightailing, getting out of there. But this was not the last time we saw Roman Reigns during this show. He popped out a lot. This was so terribly booked. Pretty Deadly's back. Elton Prince and Kit Wilson, they come out. They face the Brawling Brutes. And as you guys know, I like the Brawling Brutes. I like Butch. I wanted to say Pete Dunne. I like Butch. I like Ridge Holland. I think they're freaking awesome. But I knew going into this, I'm like, yep, they're going to lose. It's going to be a cheat. Of course it was. Elton Prince, he had Kit Wilson distract the referee, and then he kicked Ridge Holland in the face, and then Ridge Holland was stunned, and then he rolled him up. I was like, oh my gosh, such poor booking right here. Like, this was horribly written. Terrible writing here. Just the ending felt so slow. There was like a minute pause before the cheat actually happened, and I was like, this is just so dumb. I mean, good for Pretty Deadly coming back on a win, but it wasn't even an entertaining win. I don't know. I wasn't feeling it. Carlito is back, and he is on SmackDown. He was about to be interviewed backstage until he got interrupted by the almighty Bobby Lashley. He challenged the almighty Bobby Lashley to a match, and then the Street Profits attacked Carlito from behind. They were beating him down until some WWE officials and then the LWO came over to back him up. I was like, bro, really? That would have been so awesome if we got Bobby Lashley versus Carlito. Like, both Bobby Lashley and Carlito, they literally came up in the same era, around the same time, which is so cool to see them two on the screen, like how they are now. Carlito's like insanely more jacked. Bobby Lashley is freaking massive too. Like, it was just awesome to see them both on the same screen. And then after that interview, Bayley interrupted and she started insulting Selena Vega, so that led to a match. Adam Pearce is like, Charles Robinson, bring these two ladies out there and have a match. The match wasn't bad. We saw the smallest 619 I think we've ever seen. Smaller than Rey Mysterio's own 619. Selena Vega did a 619 under the bottom rope to Bayley. I was like, bro, that's so funny. In the end, Io Sky jumps in the apron, causes a little distraction for Selena Vega to lose. He was able to hit the Rose Plant to pick up the victory over Selena Vega. Then after the match, Damage Control's like, you know what? Let's pick the bones. Let's beat up Selena Vega. And then here comes Charlotte running down to the ring in high heels, which I thought was really cool because that's just telling us, like, yeah, she was not planned to come out here. Like, she was not ready for this. She didn't know that Selena Vega was going to get attacked, and she just wanted to help out Selena Vega. She ran down with the high heels and made Damage Control retreat and helped out Selena. As far as the match, though, kind of mid. It was a very well-anticipated announcement for Paul Levesque, Triple H. He came out and announced that there will be general managers returning to both Raw and SmackDown. The general manager announced for Monday Night Raw was Adam Pearce. Obviously, he's sort of been the GM for both shows for the past couple years, but he's been named a WWE official. But now he's the official GM for Raw, which I think is really cool. And then the GM for SmackDown was announced as Nick Aldis from TNA, indie scene, I wasn't too familiar with him until I popped up some matches on YouTube. Freaking amazing, talented dude. I'm really curious to see what he's going to do as GM of SmackDown. I'm really curious to see what's going to go down there. Of course, Dominic Mysterio interrupted. He comes out, starts making a joke of the whole deal, starts interrogating Nick Aldis because of the Undisputed Tag Team Championship match that was happening that night. He thought it should have been the Judgment Day. Nick Aldis announced that since Cody Rhodes brought Jey Uso over to Raw, that SmackDown needed a Raw superstar, so they got Kevin Owens. So they split up Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. I find that really, really sad. But I'm really, really happy that Kevin's going his own way here, doing a little solo run on SmackDown. It could be really good for him, as well as Sami Zayn on Raw. It could be really good for Sami as well. They had a great tag team run, and they didn't end it with somebody turning on each other, which I really like. So Kevin Owens comes out. He does a quick stunner to Dominic Mysterio to lighten the mood. This was a solid promo. I'm really curious to see what Nick Aldis is going to do, as well as Kevin Owens on SmackDown. That is really cool. It was an undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship match where Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso had to defend their titles up against Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. There was an open challenge set out by Cody Rhodes via Twitter, and I guess Austin Theory and Grayson Waller accepted it. So they got their Tag Team Championship match, but it didn't really go their way because we saw the 1D Cody Cutter by both Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso, and then they were able to put away Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. Solid match. Cool to see them retain the belts. After the match, they were walking up the ramp, and the Tribal Chiefs music hits. Roman Reigns hasn't been in the same arena as Cody Rhodes since the Raw after WrestleMania. I was freaking there. And to see Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns go face to face again was so surreal. Oh my God. Even have Jey Uso standing right there with Solo and Jimmy. It was just, it was so golden. I was literally standing up in my seat. I was like, oh my God, what is going to go down? Nothing went down. They sort of just went to commercial. But Oh, just planting the seed for Mania 40, because I still think it has to be Cody Rhodes that dethrones Roman Reigns. I really do. That is the ultimate, quote-unquote, finishing the story. That's how he finishes the story, at least in my opinion. But, to see them go face-to-face, dude. Oh, it was so good. And then our main event, of course, was Solo Sikoa going one-on-one with LA Knight. Yeah, this match wasn't bad. We did see Jimmy Uso in the end try to interfere in this match, like Solo needed any help. He was looking to do like that Samoan little butt in the corner, and then John Cena intercepted. He AAs Jimmy Uso, and then John Cena eats a Samoan spike from Solo? Dude, we need to see Solo versus Cena. I swear, they've been beefing. And then after that, LA Knight was able to take advantage of Solo Sikoa by hitting the BFT on Solo Sikoa to pick up the victory. And I was like, dude, this is great. LA Knight ending this SmackDown with a W. Like, bro, looks great. And then, boom, out of nowhere, Roman Reigns spears the snot out of LA Knight. Yes, I do know that is Dash Wilder or Cash Wheeler. Roman Reigns spears LA Knight. And I'm like, oh my gosh, we could have ended this show with LA Knight on top. But instead, they decided to spear LA Knight. But I mean, hey, it's great. Great storytelling here. Roman a little worried that LA Knight's got a little over him, so he needs to get a quick spear while LA Knight is not paying attention. So that just might show that Roman Reigns is a little worried to face LA Knight, in the future. But this was a solid episode of SmackDown. Like I said, the stuff that was bad, but the stuff that was good was really freaking good. Oh my god, I'm going to give this SmackDown a solid 4 to 5. I think the good outweighed the bad here heavily. And wow, dude, what an episode of SmackDown, bro. For real, it was so good. You guys let me know what you thought down in the comments down below. And I will see you guys next time. Bretto Live is signing out.